Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're going to go over a beginner's guide for all events currently in the game. This does not include one-time events, this is just the continuous events that are on a cycle throughout the year within Age of Magic. If you are interested in getting this infograph, there is a link in the description of this video to my Discord server. The infograph will be in there. There is also a link to the infograph itself. You can just click that and download it. You don't have to join my server at all. So we'll go over everything, what you need to know and what all of this means. So when you begin your adventure in Age of Magic, you will get to the point where you unlock events. And as a new player, it might become quite daunting because there are a lot of them. However, you are not going to be working towards all of these events at once. You need to start setting goals for yourself and working on one event at a time, 2, 3 max. You will find that when you're working on a group of heroes that you can use those heroes in a different event and everything will start to fall together. So as a new player, the first event you will most likely be working towards is the Rock event. Now, these events require a lot of information to know to complete the events, such as to complete the entire event, you will need your heroes at a certain level, certain gear, certain star level, but there are infographics of that stuff out there as well. This is just a generic map of everything so you can picture what you need to work on and how it affects other events as well. So the first event you are most likely introduced to is the Rock event. Okay, he is a staple in the Beastman team. He's a solid character and he's probably one of the easiest event heroes to unlock. To unlock him, you do need 5 of the 7 kobold characters, and these characters are fairly easy to obtain. So the way it works is these boxes show you the primary heroes you need to unlock a event hero, and if that event hero goes on towards anything else, it will show you that as well. It's indicated by these lines and the arrows pointing towards any larger progression that you achieve through unlocking these heroes. So for example, you collect the kobolds, you unlock Rock, you need him for the artist team, you collect the artist team, you unlock artists. So that's how that works. So as you can see, we've got the progression. It shows you all the characters you need. And then there's Abaddon, who is not an event hero. You collect him through the game. So 4 of the 5 heroes needed for artists are event heroes: Rock, Balthazar, Succubus, and Cage. And as you can see, here are the groups of heroes that you need to unlock these heroes. Balthazar is the only exception to this list, as you require any dark heroes to complete the event or work towards the event. So by unlocking Rock, you will already have characters that you can use to unlock Balthazar. If you do Succubus, you will have the heroes required to work on Balthazar. Every time you work on a group of heroes, it will help you progress in a different group as well. So Balthazar, in terms of events, is a gatekeeper to this artist event, meaning that he is an extremely difficult character to unlock. It can take several months to unlock him at the level you need him to get artists. So don't look at this and think you need to work on all these heroes to unlock artists instantly. Remember that you have enough time to work on these, as you cannot progress unless you get Balthazar maxed out. So just work on them bit by bit. Set your goal. Okay, I'm going to work on Rock. Once I get Rock, I'm going to work on Succubus. Once I get Succubus, I'm going to work on Cage. But as you can see, these heroes start unlocking other things. So in saying that, we're going to skip over to the event down here, which is the Thick Lips, Goblin Thick Lips event. Okay, as you can see, you have kobolds in here, you have some demons in here. So again, by working on these heroes, you're already setting yourself up to start working on the Goblin Sweet Lips event as well. So everything starts to fall into place. By unlocking Cage, you notice that he will go down. He's used for the artist event and he's used for the daimyo event. Now, though these boxes have 6 to 7 heroes in it, some of them do have 5, but the most of them have 6 or 7. You only need 5 of the heroes to complete the event. So don't think you need to work on all 6 or 7 heroes. You just need 5 of the 7. Primary 7, because you're normally looking at factions. So this will be the first goal you work towards, with some heroes branching out and helping you work on other things like the Sweet Thick Lips event here. Going down, after you unlock Artist, you will find that Naja is probably on your radar to complete. Here she is down here, and she has a few events alongside her as well. So you have the Sandariel event, which is like the Sweet Lips and Balthazar event, where it's kind of like a storyline event that comes around every X amount of months, and you collect shards over a period of time. So Naja is kind of gate locked between how fast you can complete Sandariel. And these are the heroes. You have plenty of heroes here. If I was going to pick any to work on, it would probably be the Dragonkin and the Children of the Forest. Maybe the Barbarians as well. As you can see, what you would do is you would see which heroes are getting the most use. If you use the Children of the Forest, you can see you use Children of the Forest for Sakrif, you use Children of the Forest for Bjorn, and you use some Children of the Forest or one Child of the Forest for the Arcane token event. So pick and match what you want, see what progresses better for you, and just go with it. If you've got heroes, you've got heroes. Once you've unlocked Sandariel, you will be able to use her for the Tiliana event, but you need Sandariel as well for the Naja event. So she's used in both events, and Tiliana will be used for the Naja event as well. This line isn't necessarily needed. It's just showing you that she is used for that event, but this would be the path you follow. So that will cover that. Then you've got Suna, who uses the Arakan Undead, which again can be used for another event down here, and will be used for the Balthazar event. And then you have Siegfried, who is unlocked by collecting Barbarians. As you can see, there are 7 Barbarians. You only need 5. So again, I could look at this table and say to myself, okay, over all the heroes being used, we've got Aratar, who is useful for the Sandariel event, for the Siegfried event, and for the Arcane Token event. So he'd be a useful character to put some time into. We have Silvermoon, who can be used in the Sandariel event, but I probably wouldn't prioritize her. And I mean, you'd go for heroes that are usable in other content as well. So Danaeus, Seven Knives, Balara. I mean, you could probably go for those 4, and then probably Swamp Killer. That's personally who I would go for. But if you aren't sure, by all means, there are people you can ask, and there are plenty of players out there that are filled with knowledge and would be able to give you advice. So yeah, like I said, this is covering all current events in the game. They're not in any specific order from easiest to hardest. Like I said, once you start playing and you find yourself collecting heroes, some of these events will just unlock for you and you'll be able to progress through them slowly. Others will be locked for a fair bit of time until you collect specific heroes that are generally hard to unlock unless you get lucky in some RNG chests. But overall, the system is pretty easy to follow if you're not looking at this as a whole and you're working on specific tasks and not becoming overwhelmed with the bunch of different events within the game. Don't think because you see a event coming up in 12 days that you need to work on these heroes. It will slow your progress down. Just pick one, work on it, unlock it, move on. Like I said, I think as a player, you could probably work on 2 and you'd be okay. 3, I think you'd be starting to push it unless you were happy to spend money within the game. As a free-to-play player, I think 1 or 2 would be a safe bet and it would keep you busy for a while. But yeah, that is the AoM events at the moment. They're pretty straightforward. Like I said, this infograph will be available to all players who want it. There are many ways to get it. Join my Discord server, email me, or just click the link in below that will take you straight to the image and you will be able to save it and use it how you see fit. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're on the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.